Okay, so this video we're looking at adding decimals, and we'll go through a my turn, your turn, and I'll give you some questions you can try yourself at the end. And of course, I'll go through all of them. But first of all, right, adding decimals, how do you do it? So 4.5 add 2.8. The key thing really is here that you make sure your decimal points line up as you go through your addition method. And it's really important that when you do this, you just take your time with doing it and you write things out really neatly. So we've got 4.5 and we're adding on 2.8. And I want to stress here really, really importantly that your numbers, okay, line up, because if they all start getting a bit messy, so if you start writing like, particularly when you get more numbers, if you wrote the 8 over here, you know, and you've got other numbers going on later on, it gets really confusing. So make sure your columns, so your units column, your tenths column here are lined up with your points, okay, lined up, really important. And then it's just adding them. So we can do the first one, which is 5 add 8, which is 13. So we're going to carry the 1 in small and have a big 3 up here. So 13. And then we're going to go and add 4, add 2, which is 6, add that 1, which is 7. Okay, but of course the answer isn't 73. It's going to be bring down the point to give you 7.3. So that is simply going to be your answer, 7.3. The next one, we've got 0.79 add 12.3. Again, write out the first number, which is 0.79, and we're adding on 12.3. And make sure your point, so the point goes in here, is lined up. That's really important. So this lines up. And then you've got a 3 after the point, and you've got a 2 and a 1. So you've got the 2 and the 1, which is over here. So it's really important that the points line up and your ones column line up, your tenths column line up, and so on and so forth. Now what you can do here is you can fill in any gaps with zeros if you want to. So you can go and put in a 0 here. If you want to, you can go and put in a 0 here, but I'm going to leave it blank. But you can put in a 0 there. And then it's just a case of adding these numbers together really carefully. So 9 add 0 is going to be 9. 7 add 3 is going to be 10. So we carry that 1 from the 10, a big 0 up here, and you bring down your point down here. 0 add 2 is 2, add the 1 is 3. And then nothing, 0 add 1 is just 1. So it's just going to be 13.09. And that is simply your answer. So if you line up your numbers really carefully, this should be relatively okay, hopefully. So you can now try a couple of your turns, and I will go through these now, and you can fast forward to have a look at your answers. So the first one, again, just writing out our numbers really carefully. So we've got 5.4, so 5.4, and we're adding 2.6, so 2.6, okay. Adding them together, 4 add 6 is going to give you 10. Carry that 1, make it small, big 0, and bring down your points. There we go. 5 add 2 is 7, add the 1 is going to give you 8, so 8.0. Well, 8.0 is the same thing as just writing 8. Okay, you could write 8.0, but 8 is exactly the same thing. So that is your answer for this one. Okay, next one, we've got 3.4, so 3.4, and we're adding on 0.32, so put your point in first, and then you've got a 0.3, and you've got a 2. And what you can do here is go and fill in a 0 in this gap to make things a little bit more easy. Not easy, but just clear. So 0 add 2 is 2. 4 add 3 is 7. Bring down your points. There we go. 3 add 0 is simply 3. So 3.72. That is simply your answer. Okay, if you got those correct, then well done. You can now have a go at these 4 questions here, and I will quickly go through these now. So you can pause the video and fast forward to the end to get your answers. Okay, so the first question, we've got 5.5 and 6.2. Again, let's go through this. So 5.5, and we're adding on 6.2, making sure your points are lined up. That's really important. Adding together, 5 add 2 is 7. Bring down your points. There we go. 5 add 6 is 11, so 11, 11. Okay, you can't carry a 1 here because there's nothing else over here, so it's just going to be 11.7. And always do a bit of a sanity check, right? Does that look reasonable? Well, 5 and 6 is 11, so yeah, this to me looks definitely reasonable. So 11.7, which is good. Next one, we've got 0.2. I'm adding on 3.49. Your point is going to be down here. We've got the 3 to the left of that point and the 4 and 9, but the points must be lined up. That's crucial. And then we're just going to be adding these together. And if you want to, go and put a 0 in here to make it a bit clearer. So 0 add 9 is 9. 2 add 4 is 6. Bring down your points. 0 add 3 is simply 3. So 3.69 is your answer. Good. Next one, we've got 1.07 add 2.7, so 1.07 add, put in the point first of all, add 2.7. To make it a little bit easier, let's put in the 0 there and let's go for it. So 7 add 0 is 7, 0 add 7 is again 7. Bring down your points, 1 add 2 is 3, so 3.77. Good, there we go. Last but not least, we've got a triple whammy, but the same idea, right? Let's just line everything up nicely. So it's going to be 0.61. We've got point in, we've got 2.4. Let's add in a 0 here to make it a little bit clearer. And we've got 0.09. So put in the 0, we've got 0.09. And then we're just going to add it all together. So 1 add 0 add 9 is 10. 1 and 9 is 10. So we carry that 1 and put in a big 0 up here. 6 add 4 is 10. Add the 1 gives you 11. So we carry that 1 and put 11 up here. We bring down the points. Now 0 2 add 0 is 2, but add the 1 gives you 3. So 3.10, which is the same thing as just writing 3.1. And that there is your answer. Okay, so that is it for adding decimals. We'll go on to subtracting decimals in the next video. Thank you.